The UK's fastest broadband speeds from any major provider have landed. Experience smoother streaming and endless entertainment for the whole family. Ready to...
Yep. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We bless God. We thank God. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening to every one of you on board. We appreciate the Lord for another time. It is another beautiful evening, evening to groove together, evening to share together, evening that somebody is going to learn something to spice your marriage and your relationship. I believe you are there. If you are there, please, somebody put a comment there. Let me acknowledge you. If somebody is there, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from you. Let us comment, and let us flow. Tonight, we are going to flow in a very beautiful way. One of the topics I love to talk about. So please do well and share. Do well and share. And so please share, and continue sharing. Invite a brother, a sister, a friend, and let somebody be on board. Once we are going to share, I'm going to take a musical break for a moment and then use this moment to share. So please do me well and share. Whilst the music is going on, take the last 3-4 minutes to share, and then let us all enjoy it together. Somebody doesn't have to miss this at all. So please let your hands do a great job tonight by bringing somebody on board and say, hey, this is the time for us to be blessed. This is the time for you and I to be receiving. So this is the time. Okay. Let us flow. Say hello to me. It's when I'm in from the one I'm about eating the true. What do you say? I don't tell me. What is that? Magic. Sorry, I'm about one drink. Go dance, one drink. When you mention I'm into mintina, me wanna swim into Mingaza. Me do it, say I'm not penny. Me baby, sister, me better don't call, me better don't call. Until you be more in your beard, me baby, sister, me better don't call, me better don't call. But do you wait, don't sing me very sister, me better don't call, me better don't call. Say what I me very sister, me better don't call, me better don't call. But you must say, me don't see you beyond. I need someone to call my own. In a soul. What do you say? I don't pay me. When you know ya, mommy, what do you say? I don't pay me. It's when I'm in eating from the one I'm about eating the true. What do you say? I don't pay me. What is that? Magic. Sorry, I'm about one drink. Go dance, one drink. When you mention I'm into mintina, me wanna swim into Mingaza. Me do it, say I'm not penny. Me baby, sister, me better don't call, me better don't call. Until you be more in your beard, me
But you don't sing me very sister, me better on quan, me better on quan. Say what I me know, yeah. Me very sister, me better on quan, me better on quan. But you must say, me don't see you I need someone to call my own. Me and I yeah. Now I found someone to sit on my throne. Oh, me friend, no him man, no so friend me, him. I don't be your, me to be at you. Oh yeah, me mau be janka me yet, oh yeah. Enko si se po better santi me modie. But to my say, me no one when them near sending me, you know. When them near sending me, you know. When them near sending me, you know. Oh, me baby, I say, me better don't go. It's your evening, me you be me baby, I say, me better don't go. But do you wait? Don't see no yeah. Me baby, I say. Better on one, say what I'm in my Minyobia, be very say, be better on one, but to Monsieur, better will see no beer. Don't see you here. But do you wait? You don't see you here. But do you wait? You don't see you here. But do you wait? You don't see you here. But do you wait? You don't see.
Yes. Yeah, hallelujah. We bless God. We thank God. Amen and amen. A very beautiful love song there. And for that matter, I believe that we are starting on a right pace where we know that we are talking on the matters of love. And so somebody, you need to get yourself ready or call someone, invite a brother, sister, friend, and let us do it together. So a very, very good evening to you, wherever you are listening from. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time and thank you for this moment. It is a moment for us to learn the needs of love. It's a moment for us to share ideas together. And this is the very time that you have to share, a very time that you need to call someone that you love, someone that you care about to be on this broadcast. So please share to as many as you can, as many as you can. Now, last week we had a topic that we shared then what a man needs, or what do men look out for. What do men look out for? So therefore, there's one profound thing that came on board, and I believe that a bit was said about it. One of the things that was said last week is that one of the important things to men is sex. One of the important things to men is sex. And somebody, they even stated that it's 99% or 90% important to men when it comes to relationship aspect. And for that matter, if sex is that important to men, then there is the need for us to delve a bit deeper into it and find why sex is important and what are the benefits spiritually and physically. And so that that is why we are here tonight. And to those that are married, stay connected. If you are yet to be married, stay connected. You are searching, looking for it. Is very expedient that you gain the knowledge and then use it right or at the proper time. And so please let us share and connect as many as we can. And for that, I want us to know sexual intimacy is natural. When we talk about sex, it's a natural thing, but some people don't find it natural. We'll go into it as well. And it's a scare. It's a scare aspect of human relationship. It is a very beautiful aspect of human relationship beyond physical. It is just beyond the physical pleasures, and then it also strengthens emotions. It strengthens our emotion. When we look at sex has so many things to offer, and therefore we have to look into it. And then what are the benefits of sexual intimacy? If it is 99% or 90% of a man's need, then we must know what do they gain out of it. What is that benefit that a man gets when they have sexual intercourse? And for that matter, please share, and continue sharing. Most of them are not here yet, and I want us to come to the place of learning. As I said, that sex is a very beautiful thing created by God, and for that matter, we need to gain knowledge about it and know the benefits of it and what needs to be done. And so tonight, our topic tonight is sexual intimacy. Sexual intimacy, why sex is so much important to men. And so if you are there and you have any idea, please, you will call the studio line and then we will share together. If you know what the benefits of it, please, you will make it known to us so that we will all learn. It is a platform of learning. It is a platform of gaining wisdom. Also a place where we spice our marriages, relationship, doing it right, and then doing what is expected of us. And so please do well and share. Before I go into the discussion, whilst I also allow you to share and continue sharing, please do me a favor. Bring somebody that you have never brought before. Tag somebody to be here, to be connected. We know many people talk on the subject of love, sex, and all that. But hear me, sometimes the things that we say it in surface. Sometimes what we say, some people don't grasp it. There is the need for it to be repeated again. And sometimes there are new revelations that crop up or comes up whilst it's being talked about. And believe me, today, tonight, and this evening, pertaining to wherever you are, there will be new topics and new revelations that we are all going to gain. So please prepare yourself whilst we take our other song, our foundational song or our anchor song, and straight after this we delve into discussion. And so please prepare yourself and please take this moment to grab your notebook, grab your pen by your side, get a glass of water, a glass of drink by your side. Relax and let us roll together. Relax and let us groove together. If you have your spouse by your side, it will be very much an ideal thing to do. Grab your husband, grab your wife by your side, and somebody hear me, learn together. And I tell you that it is a way to spice up your marriage. This topic should be treated with both spouses sitting together. And I believe that is going to be an interesting one. So please do well and share. Do well and share. I appreciate you now. The music rolls. And so please do well and share for me. In the next 3 minutes, we are done and we are back in discussion. Thank you.
Hey.
Okay, let it roll.
Hey. I'ma always be here for you. I got you. Look here. Look in my eyes. Can't you see that I'm focused? Stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? I'll change for you. Talk to me what you wanna do. I'll give it all to you times 2. You got my back, I got yours too. This throwback look feel like the 80s. We can dance on the moon and make a baby. I'll die for you, but don't call me crazy. In love with you, with you. Stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? Hey, hold up, I need you to calm down, relax. I got you. I'ma always be there for you. Stay focused. You got me thinking. You got me dreaming. You got me thinking about the way you move, the things you do. You've got me fiending. Yeah. Will you always stay true?
Will you always stay true?
There's no me without you.
There's no me without you.
Will you be my everything?
Would you be my everything?
You'd be down for me.
You'd be down for me.
Will you beg it all on me? Can you show me that you're focused? Never leave my heart broken. Will you risk it all for me? Can you show me that you're focused? Never leave my heart broken. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? It's 9:36 in Los Angeles. I'm just vibing out in the studio, just letting my feelings out. Got a flight back to Memphis in the morning. Probably talk to my mother. Get on my brother's nerves. Maybe even write another song about you. Hit me up when you get this message.
Yes, we are here. We are back. We are back. We are back into discussion. And so thank you everyone that have joined us this evening. I appreciate you all. I'm just going to quickly take a glance through the comments that is there, and then we will roll together. The first person that I see there is Mama Ernestina Amwa. Mami Ernestina, how are you doing? She says, good evening, my dearest Royal Queen. Good evening to you, Mama Ernestina. I appreciate God for your life. Thank you for joining us this evening. It is a time for us to be in this discussion, for us to be blessed. So thank you, Mama Ernestina. Please share, and invite somebody on board. The next person that I see is Pastor John Cassif. Pastor John Cassif, how are you doing? I appreciate God for your life. He says, greetings and blessings from Pakistan, woman of God. Blessings to you. I appreciate you. You've been following us for a while, and I appreciate that. May the Lord bless the work of your hands, bless your family and everything about you. Amen and amen. The next person that I can see is a lady called Maami Kata. Maami Kata, how are you doing? He said, thank you for joining us. Please share. Please help us share. Please help share. And so please, wherever you are, share this particular broadcast for me, and then let us groove together. As I said earlier, today's topic is on the subject on sexual intimacy. Sexual intimacy.
I didn't understand that.
Okay, what brought about this topic? Last week, as we were in discussion, one of the profound things that was said about the needs of man, or what the men look out for or search for, or what they need, is sex. One of the things they spoke about is sex. And then I believe that one of the men who on the caller, whether it's Prophet Yesuba or Reverend Siama, made us clear that it is a 99% important need of a man. So if you take a relationship aspect of it, 99% it is a need of man. So it's just the 1% is for the other aspect of it. So this makes sex very, very important important when it comes to men. And for that matter, there is a need for us to delve deeper into it and then understand what sexual intimacy is all about. And also, why is it that important to men? And what is it that they derive from it? What is it that men derive from sexual intimacy? And so, therefore, discussion begins at this moment. And so, as you see on the screen, the topic is sexual intimacy. Please call the studio line and contribute. The number to call is 07941353132. If you are calling outside UK, please add the international code to it, which is 0044 or +44. And then you add 7941353132. And it will be right to the studio, and your questions or your contribution is greatly accepted and welcome. So tonight we are all going to share ideas on this particular topic, sexual intimacy. So when we talk about sexual intimacy, what do you know? If I am taking a note from somebody right there in the comment section, what would you write for me on sexual intimacy? What would you write for me on sexual intimacy? I started earlier by saying to us that when we talk about sexual intimacy, it is one of the profound things. It's one of the beautiful things that human relationship. So sexual intimacy is natural. It's a natural thing. But today, so many artificial things have crept in. So many things that are uncertain has crept into our sexual world or our sexual scenes. And for that matter, we must look into it and sieve it and take the chaff out and leave the delicacies and let us enjoy that delicacies. So what is sexual intimacy? What is sexual intimacy? And I tell us that it is a scare aspect of human relationship. It is beyond physical pleasure. So it is not, sex is not just physical, but it has its spiritual tendencies, and mostly it is more spiritual than physical. It's more spiritual than physical, and it also strengthens the bond in relationship. It strengthens the bond in relationship, or it helps soothing our emotions. It makes us climb to the cloud nine, or have a sweet by and by emotions, and also it promotes good health. When we talk about sexual intimacy, it promotes good health, and also it brings spiritual support. Most of the time when we do have sex, we only think of the physicality, but as I said earlier, it is more than physical. Sex is more than physical. It is 80% to 90% spiritual than physical. And for that matter, let us have that mindset when we are approaching the sexual world, or we want to have intimacy with our spouse. We should have that understanding. Now, our main thing about sexual intimacy tonight: why is sex so important to men? Why is it that it is 90% or 99% a need for a man? Is somebody there that can help us? Why is sex a need for a man? Why is sex a need for a man? Now, I want you to understand that in the creation, as God created man, God put something in man that causes man to strive or strike for sexual intimacy at all times. Now, when it comes to sex, a man can have sex. If we have 7 days, you give him all the 7 days, he will. If you give him all the 7 days, he will. Some people have the low libido, and probably the low libido ones will go for 2-3 times a week, or perhaps they can also go to about 5 times a week, depending on the person's fantasies. And so therefore, I want us to understand that there is something that God put in man. There is something that God put in man that calls men, or bring that drive or sexual drive in men. And for that matter, men look out for these, and they seek for sex. Why? Because the first thing that you must know is God, because biologically sex is essential for man because of continuation of species. Continuation. Man was created to reproduce. They have this tendency of reproducing, and that is one of the means, or probably the only means for a man to reproduce himself. And so it is one thing that a man strives for or strikes for or calls for at any given time. And so you must understand that when we talk about sex, as we said, that it is what 90% a man's need. We will talk about the woman aspect on another occasion. So today is all about the men and their sexual needs, the men and their sexual needs. And for that matter, so a man comes to the place that sex becomes a need more than just a fantasy or just a play game. There are people that take sex to be a play game, but yet I want us to know that it is more than just a play game, because God has created man or men in such a way that they have what? The reproducing factor that always calls for what? Them to have intimacy or have sexual intimacy. And so it is a natural drive for men. It is a natural drive for men to reproduce. It is how God put it in part in them. And for that matter, it is part of their biological nature or biological formulation for a man to always seek for sex. So if your man or your husband, let me put it in that context, is seeking for sex, is not something that is mysterious or something that is out of ordinary. In fact, the man is fulfilling purpose and fulfilling the tendency of what God created them to be. So men have that drive to reproduce, and for them to reproduce, they always come to the place of what? Yearning for sex, yearning for sex. And as I said, depending on person's libido, they may ask for it as frequent as they want to, or depending on the attraction, they also go for it as much as they can. So therefore, there is the reproduction aspect of it that calls men to seek for sex or look for sex, because it is a drive that is in them. It is a drive that is in them. Now, the next thing that causes men to love sex or look for sex or crave for sex is the hormonal physical aspect of it. The hormonal physical aspect of it. Sex is an activity that stimulates the reproductive organs. Now, it brings stimulation, and so therefore men crave for sex in that manner. We support energy. It gives them energy. Now, last week, I think something was shared on this platform that when a man does not have money, when a man does not have money, or a man is low in finance or cash, they don't like having sex. It depends on the person. To some of them, they even crave for it the more. Why? Because it soothes their mind. It is a place where they just relax. It's the place that they release their stress. It is a place where they come to the place that they are facing reality, and they are facing who they are created to be. So depending on the nature of man that you have, it will tell you what their sexual drive is. And for that matter, we know that it is something that stimulates the men. Sex, it brings stimulation, and also it brings the intensity of their strength. Now, when a man is strong, one of the things that you can see or know is that their sexual activities tell you that the man is strong. Anytime they are going weak, they reduce in the sexual intercourse. Why? Because strength is no more there. Now, when you look at the performance in sex, man puts more than women. Man puts more than women. Now, in this modern day and age, now women are making more effort these days. But during the old times, I would say that men put maybe if it is put in percentage, the men put about 80 and then women put about 20 because of the nature of the things that the men do. And for that matter, energy is required. Strength is required to do that. And for that matter, if a man is engaging in sexual activity, it determines and tells us that that man is strong. The man is strong and is being seen as a strong man. And that person is being seen as a strong man. Now, even the spouse see the husband as a strong man because of the intensity of the nature of sex that they do have. So the woman can now classify the husband as a strong man, whereas the man reduced in having sex, the woman now begin to see the husband as being weak or something wrong with the man, because naturally men love sex. Naturally they love sex, and they put water energy. They put a whole lot of energy into it, in pumping and then doing whatever they do. And so this is one of the aspects for men to say that, yes, indeed, we are strong. I am a strong man. I'm functioning well. So men will always want to test their reproductive organs to see how strong they are. To see how strong they are. I believe somewhere in the Bible, Bible tells us that even David, when he was very old, very, very, very old, they had to bring a young lady by his side. And then because he was not able to do anything, now they realized that the man is not near his grave, because doesn't have the desire for it anymore and doesn't have the strength for it anymore. So if men are being seen as a strong man, one of the areas for a man to be seen as strong is what? Their sexual activities. Their sexual activities. So most men love to explore in that manner just to prove that they are strong. But that is not a proving game. And it is not a scoring game as well for anybody to prove themselves that I am strong. And for that matter, I have to engage in sexual activities or unhealthy sexual activities. It is something that sometimes also, when it is done frequently without the man taking care of himself or replenishing the strength that he has lost, it also brings deficiencies. It also brings what? Deficiency. If a man is engaging in sexual activities almost all the time and does not take care of himself by replenishing whatever has been lost, because during that act, the man loses a lot of blood. The man loses a lot of blood, he loses a lot of strength, and a lot of water is all oozing out of the man. And for that matter, there is the need for replenishment. There is the need for the man to put back what he has already released. So if a man is engaging in sex and then not replenishing himself, it comes to a point that the man becomes very weak. And sometimes it comes to a point that where a man do take in certain things that are not healthy for the body. It can also weaken their reproductive organs or the sexual organs of a man, such as too much of alcohol can also reduce the potency of a man. And so these are some of the things that we should know, that as a man, sex is very, very important to them, because it is one of the places that strikes them that they are strong and then they are fully alive. And so man will always want to check and test and see whether the strength is still there or they are reducing in strength. Now, one of the things, as I said, that regularly sexual activities can improve the cavity of the heart. It helps the heart, whether you being a man or a woman, but because we are centering it on the men, it helps their heart to function well. It helps their heart to function well. If you are having heart issues, and it is an intense heart issues, then engaging in sex is something that you don't do much. You just do the lighter ones. You cannot be pumping as other people do, because if you do that, it could get into other aspects of it. That some I've heard stories where couples are engaging in sex and then the man died on top of the woman. Why? Because of the heart not functioning properly. And for that matter, it is also an exercise that involves the heart. It involves the cavity of the heart. And the more the man puts that energy, it works the muscles of the heart. So it has its healthy tendencies or benefits, which also helps the heart to function well, and then also helps the immune system. In health-wise, when you have sex, then it also immune you. Not with every, hear me, we have the STD sickness, we have the AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome, which is AIDS. We have that sicknesses, which is also you get it from sexual transmitted diseases. And in the same way, sex can also be build your immune system. That is, if you are doing it right and you are doing it with the right person. Let us clarify this. So it is not just about going and releasing everywhere. But there are certain places that when you go release, you come back with a sickness, STD, or you come back with AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome. So therefore, men should be very, very careful, not men alone. But I said because of this topic is centered on men, I'll be using the word men a lot. Now, when it comes to the immune system, the sexual activities build the immune system to be very strong. It helps our immune system to be very strong. In the same way, if you engage in wrong sexual activities, it can break down the immune system. It can cause your immune system to be weak, where you can be attacked by any form of sickness. That is where the sexual acquired immune deficiency syndrome, when you get that kind of sickness, your immune system is what becomes very low, and you become vulnerable to any other kind of diseases as well. Why? Because the immune system is not functioning the way it's supposed to function. And so sex is very important to men because it builds their immune system and also gives them physical fitness. Hear me? It is an exercise on its own. It is an exercise on its own, where some people releases the energy into it, and you can see the sweat and everything. By the time they have gone up and down, you realize that they have done a great job. They have done exercise. And then hear me, but that which the act, because it involves every part of the body. When the sexual intercourse is going on, it involves every part of the body. So when a man is engaging in intercourse, every part of his body is what? Exercising. Every part of his body is exercising, is engaging in physical exercise. Every organ at that moment, because of the intensity of it, every part of the body of the man is going through what? Exercise. Now, it also have a psychological reasons, psychological reasons. My God. And for that matter, we should understand that it is a way of some men and most men releasing stress. They use that to release stress. So they don't have sex because, they feel for it, or they don't have sex because every time it has to be groovy. Sometimes they just want to get certain things out of them or out of their mind. And so therefore it becomes psychological. And for them to use it as a means of releasing stress. So men, one thing that men don't do much is they don't talk about their problems a lot. A man can be having so much, and but will bottle it in. And some men release it. They release it in the scene of sex. That is the way they release whatever is bothering them. So they can pile it and then release it. And some of them, they release it at one place. Some of them, they release it wherever they find themselves, which is makes it very, very dangerous. And for that matter, psychologically, a man uses stress to release himself, and also to get emotional balance. When something is troubling them, sometimes they get into the sexual world, and then by the time they finish, they feel a bit settled within themselves. So men love sex, and it is 99% of their need, as we learned last week, from the men themselves. And so it's also one thing that it does, sexual intimacy. Why men love sexual intimacy is because it builds their self-esteem. It builds their self-esteem. Now, it builds their self-esteem. If a man is able to shoot well or drive well and do work, they feel that they are on top. They are the champions in town. So their self-esteem is built. They walk with confidence and they talk with confidence. And for that matter, it makes them feel that, yes, I am still human. And when a man loses that part of them, it troubles them a lot. It troubles them a lot, even more than losing their job. A man can be there, and then if anything threatens their sexual organ, it causes them more damage than even threatening their families. That is a man for you. And for that matter, it's what brings them their confidence, is what makes them express themselves nicely. Some men, that is where they can go around and say, I did this and did that. Things that should be private, they take it in public and share, so that they feel that everybody knows that they are the done in town, and they are able to to do that. So some men and most men derive their self-confidence from sexual performance. The more they do, the more they feel that, yes, they are in charge. And so this is one of the things that causes them to also love sex. One of the things that makes sex very, very important to them. And then also, although most men do not think about the connective aspect more. They do not think about the connective aspect more. Now, sex is what? A bond. Sex is a sticker. Sex is a glue that glues people together. You may think you are having it anyhow with anybody, but hear me, it is something that glues people together. But in most scenes, men do not think about the gluing aspect or the connectivity aspect of it. But most of the time, as the ego of the man to feel good that he's a man and he's so strong, they do it, but they have little idea of the bond that it brings. When you talk about men, it has little idea of the bond that it brings. So to anyone that they have sexual intercourse with, they leave part of them or most part of them in the person. And for that matter, you are bonded or you become together. You are together with that person. Whether it is one time, whether it's 2 times, 3 times, something of yours have gone, is in the possession of the other. And so therefore, men do not think about the connectivity aspect of it, but most of the time, they're releasing stress. And then the grounds of them, knowing that they are still men, the grounds of them for them to reproduce. That is the main reason some men engage in sexual intercourse. They engage not because they want to be bonded with that person. It is the woman. I'm not talking about today what sex does for women today, but it is one of the things that the women, when they have sex, they know they do that because they want to bond with the person. But men do not necessarily think about the bonding aspect of it, but they think about releasing stress, proving a point, and all those things. So it becomes something that is very, very important to man. Now, it's also bring them, when we come to the sexual, the spiritual aspect, it brings fulfillment of their human potentials. It tells them that, I have succeeded. Now, when you have a group of young men or men gathers, now most of the time you hear them talking about their work. And one aspect you will hear them discussing is on sex. And sometimes they are discussing what they can take in order to make them more stronger, or whoever they hit and what the outcome was. And so sometimes they sit down and talk about these things as men, because it is one of the things that their topics are centered on, because of who they are created to be, because of the reproductive aspect of them. God has put in that drive in them that causes them to desire sex, because they have to reproduce. They have to reproduce. So they always take their sexual matters very seriously. When men gathered, I can tell you that they will start with business, but one way or the other, they will connect it to sexual things. They will connect a way to sexual things. So it brings fulfillment in their human potency, and also cause them to feel responsible. A man that can strike and strike well, a man that can do their duties as they are supposed to do, they feel they are responsible men. They feel that, okay, yes, I am me. Oga Kpata Kpata is me. And so there are so many things that men derive when it comes to sex. And it makes it very important for them. And one of the aspects is that it brings a peace of mind in a particular time. Sometimes can be short time, but yet they prefer it. They prefer it at the moment where they release. It brings them that serene peace atmosphere, calmness. Everything become peaceful for them. It's like everything has settled for them. And for that moment, whether it's for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, they prefer. It gives them that sense of peace, that sense of awareness. And so therefore, the man will always crave to have that and to release themselves in any way that they feel they want to release themselves. It doesn't matter whether they are releasing themselves in the right place or whatever, but for them to have that short peace or short enjoyment, will I put it, or short time of fulfillment, they will engage in sexual activities. So let us know that men have so many reasons of getting into let's say, having sex. And the main thing, as I said, is the drive that God has put in them. It is God, the one that created them, has put that in them. Although sometimes some use it in the wrong context and some use it wrong aspect, but it is God-given. It is natural. It is natural for every man to love sex. It is natural for every man to love sex. It's just a few that do not. And the few that do not, sometimes it is medical. Oh, wow. I have the man of God. God bless you. God bless you. Hey, man of God, servant of God, Pastor Prophet Edmond. Well, I appreciate God for your life. Who is on there? Nana Kwejo Manlive. God bless you. Thank God for your life. Please, I'm happy you are here. Please put some pointers down, or please you can call us and then give us something that we want to hear. What does sex do for men? So last week, as we had a program, the men that came on said that it is a 99% need of a man in a relationship, or a 90% need of a man in a relationship. So there is the need for us to look into it and see why men love sex. And that is what we are talking about: sexual intimacy for a man. What does it mean to him? And then what is it all about? So please, man of God, I want to hear you. I want to hear you. The number to call is 079-413-53132, 079-41-353-132. Now, sex is very important to man, but it has different factors. As I said, different factors. They do have sex for different reasons. Men have sex for different reasons. As I said, one of them to release stress. They just are stressed and then they just want to take that moment and release themselves. So they will do that. And for that, some of them is for reproductive reasons, which God himself has put in them. Now, I've got a comment from the man of God. Say, men don't love sex. They need sex. Oh, wow. So hear me. That I love that. He said, men don't love sex. They need it. It's a need. And for that matter, as we said last week, a need is something you cannot do without. So a man cannot do without sex. And so where are all the ladies today? I don't know where they have all disappeared. Come and hear this for yourself so you understand that your husband, your spouse need sex. It's a need for them and they cannot do without. Thank you, man of God. Keep bringing more, or call the studio line. Let your voice be heard. And to some of us, hear me, as it's been said, men do not love sex, but they need it. It's a need. They cannot do without. So, as I said also earlier, that it is not strange. It is not strange to sometimes we over spiritualize things and think that if you have a man that the libido is high, you think something is wrong with him. No, there is nothing wrong with him. It is natural. It is natural. It is biblical. It is God fulfilling God's potency in man for them to love sex, for them to work in that manner. And for that matter, everybody's capacity is different. We have different capacities. We have people who have got high libido. We have people that their sexual drive is high. We have people that are in the average. We have people that have low. And there are people I don't think in my research, I don't think that there is any man at all who doesn't love it at all. Then there must be a medical reason. It must be a medical reason that is stopping such a person from engaging in sexual activities, because all men have that drive that God has given to them, but in different capacities, So you should understand your husband, or you should understand your husband and know what capacity they hold. And then you as a woman also prepare yourself to meet that capacity. Prepare yourself to be that capacity. Sometimes the man is high, the woman is low. Sometimes they bring frustration, hitches here and there. But I believe that the woman can also build yourself to the extent that you can meet the man at the capacity where they are, if not full, but you can meet them halfway or more than halfway. But if nothing at all, it brings a problem, because this is one of the things that God himself has ordained in marriage that needs to be done for the sake, not just for reproductive reproductive reasons, but also for fulfillment, and then for the bond, as which I said. But most men do not have sex because they want to bond. It's the women that when we approach sex, They have the bonding aspect, but mostly the man has a different mindset approaching sex. And for that matter, they come to build their self-esteem, their ego, their confidence is for a man. For him to show that, okay, I'm still a man, I'm still functioning. This is the way that they can say that, okay, it's a way that they can say that, oh, this is how I can also stand as a man that I am supposed to be. And so please do well, and then let us understand the needs of man when it comes to sexual intimacy. Now, but a man does not need always an appropriate time to have sex. You hear me? Men do have sex sometimes, even when it's not appropriate, because of the connotation that I said they want to release sex. So as for women, sometimes you want everything to be okay before you do it, but a man will want to have it anywhere, as far as the drive is telling him to have it, whether it is wherever in the kitchen, wherever it's whatever, they want to have it. But a woman is looking for a scenery that is more welcoming, but men are a bit different. We have just a few men that are inculcated in that romantic scene all the time. It must not always be like that. It must not always be that you are the quickie man. Now, it must not be that you are the one that always want quickie. No, but you must also, whilst you do quickie, you must also have time to also do the taking time to explore and do other areas as well. So man not necessarily want to have sex because it's the right time. They do it because they feel for it. They do it because their drive, their dopamine is also telling them to do that. Now, sex also releases some hormones in us, hormones in us that bring happiness. So anytime a man is able to release and do that, you see a joy of fulfillment in the heart of man, the joy of fulfillment in the heart of man. That is why during the climax, when women use that a lot, and then they do ask for certain things at that moment, because the man is in cloud heaven. And for that matter, any response there is a happy response at that particular time, because their hormones, their dopamine and everything is high. Every response they give you at that moment, there is not rational. It's not something they think about. They just say it. Because at that peak where they are, it is enjoyment for them. So even if you say they should give you your bank account, they say, yes, I will give it to you. Yes, everything at that moment becomes a positive yes for them, because they are in the cloud heavens. But when they descend and they ask, they forget that they even promised you. But women also knowing that time is the time that women also doing that act, which is not necessarily good, women, for them to make demands and requests. And so please let us know that sex is the greatest need of a man. And just as it has been said here, that men don't love sex, but they need sex. We women, we love sex, may love sex, but men need sex. And so if the man needs it, then we need to give it to him, and give it to him well, and do it well in a way that it will be appetizing, it will be a way that it will be refreshing, way that it will be satisfying, way that it will also refresh the man. And so there are certain times, let me go into it. There are certain times that a person may say that, okay, I'm not in the mood because of this is happening, because of that is happening. But whilst a man needs sex, what then can you do? Okay, let me throw this question out there, and for somebody to answer me before I come in. If you are married and your husband is asking for sex as a woman, and you feel that that moment you are not able to give, what then do you want to do? Is there anything you should do? Or what is the man also expecting the woman to do if they feel that at this point they are not able to give, or they are not able to do? So what then should the woman do, or the man expecting from the woman? It is a question I'm asking before I tackle that. So if there is anybody there, the number to call is 079-4135-3132, 079-4135-3132. And please, whilst you get on board, I believe that you would definitely be blessed. You will definitely be blessed. So please prepare yourself to be blessed. Prepare yourself to be blessed. Amen and amen. So I'm waiting. Who is calling? Who is putting down anything for us? Is there anyone that wants to share? Is there anyone that want to share? I haven't seen Mama Padurant. Where are you? Okay, who is sharing? Who is coming on? Who is coming on? I want this answer. If your husband asks for sex and you are not able to give, what would you do? Or what should be done? Or what is the man also expecting from a spouse or a wife that is not able to engage in sexual activity in a particular content, but yet the man needs it at that time? What should be done? I just want to see if somebody is there to answer that. I'll be very, very, very grateful. Is there anybody that will come in? Is there anybody that comes in? We now learn that men need sex. And so when the man is in need for sex and the woman feel that they are inadequate to give it at the moment, what should be done? Or what do the man also expect that the woman should do? It's my question of the day. So I'm giving the next 2 minutes if we can answer that. Okay, I think I've got a caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Please, who do I have there?
My name is Reverend Edmund.
Reverend Edmund, you are welcome. Thank God for your life.
Thank you.
Okay, Reverend Edmund, you are live and everybody can hear you. So please let it flow.
Okay. Reverend Dorian.
Yes. This laughter and my name mentioned, there is so much to be said. I know. Okay, let's flow.
I pause.
Uh-huh.
All right, your question
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we need to just establish the point that women they don't need sex. They don't.
Okay.
Men don't need sex.
Okay.
And just as you explained, because it's a need for a man, sometimes the approach is a little bit unethical. Sometimes the approach becomes a little bit demanding and untraditional one. I mean, where sometimes you were expected to go a certain way of where the woman will want it garnished, take your time. Sometimes that's not work like that with a man. That is how come if a man who is not, you see, you play something, if the Bible said, all things are desirable, but not all things beneficial. So there is a break. That's what makes the difference. There is a difference between a man and a boy. Because definitely everybody has got erection. But your ability to tame your erection for it not to direct you makes you a man.
Great.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So in as much as I need, now one thing that society didn't teach us is something called self-gratification, delay of self-gratification. I need it, but my ability to put on a break to it, because even in the Bible says that the spirit of the prophet is subjected to the prophet. You understand? So it's a need, because that is how come you realize that there's been so many rape cases and stuff like that, because when man is stressed, just as you say, it becomes a stress relief. When man is erected, they are thinking patterns. And you know, see, somebody said men think deeper, they don't think faster.
Wow, men think deeper, but they don't think faster.
Think faster.
Okay.
They don't think faster. That fast thinking is given to women. A woman can just think faster and just be doing stuff, you understand? But men, we don't do that. We think deeper. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
So when a man's mindset is not divided in so many ways, just like women, we always is just one block. Is this one is what I want. That is how come when usually we realize when a man, even when you are sleeping with your wife, when a man finishes having sex, the next thing they want to do is to sleep. Because that part of the brain is that's how it functions. Does that make sense? Now, the question you asked is when a man needs it and you are not able to give.
Yeah.
But the clarity or the question should be, how come you're not able to give? On a basis that maybe because of menstrual cycle, or maybe different. So it's a matter of ability. You can't give, not that you don't want to give. You can't give. Okay. Now, one of the things is this. I'll mention two things. One, your ability to communicate the reason why you can't give, and maybe giving a promise works out better.
Okay, great.
Oh, today, Charlie. I wish I can give you, but maybe today, dear, Charlie, and Emfa into Payenya Nochina. Let's make it tomorrow. Putting a timeline on it. You see, the mindset, because his mind is on it, you just change the timeline. So it's more like, I want it now. Also, okay, give me 5 minutes. He will be waiting for the 5 minutes. That instantly you have delayed it, but you've changed the timeline, so you've changed the scope. It is entirely different from saying a no to a man.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's so different from saying no. Okay, now I can't because of the circumstances, but can we try it maybe tomorrow or maybe in the next hour? You see, whilst there's a new timeline, the mind adjusts. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
A new timeline. Number two, the second option is this. Now, the woman I'm assuming we are talking to married women.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we must also understand that when a man is in need, or the man is that moment, and especially when there is an erection to prove, we are talking about veins that have been filled with blood.
Yep.
So if you don't know how you go about it, you are going to, in a way, there's something called blue balls. You are going to hurt the man. Do you understand? So given to the circumstances that is then I'll plead with you. If he is your husband, okay, then use another means to, all that he needs that time is to have an ejaculation.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you cannot go the ethical way, at least, if I'm not being I'm talking to married, at least you can use your hand or whatever you can help him with to get ejaculation, at least to calm the veins down. But if you see him on that high power, with that high power tension, with a 77,000 horsepower, and you tell him, and no, woman, that is a disaster for you. That is a recipe for disaster. Yeah. And one of the things is, it's not everybody who will voice out when some of these things, but some, men are not trained to express their emotions. They internalize it.
Yeah.
And while they internalize it, they will express it in a different attitude. And maybe you think, okay, so especially if you are saying I come to you 1, 2, 3 times and you're doing this, it's not always, that's what I'm saying, that not every man that is mature when it comes to some of these things. Some, okay, if you don't give it to me, that's how come so many men get pushed away.
You find alternative route.
Exactly my point. You understand? And a particular example, and even I'm coming to men, the house, the profession we are in, the calling we are in. You understand? Sometimes one of the things I find hard to blame, and if you hear me, I say, okay, when you hear a commenter like a man of God, it has fornicated, I'm the last person who have an opinion.
Yeah.
I am the last person. I would never have an opinion on it. I would try not to have an opinion because it is the one who has done that we are pointing and accusing fingers. But if we go down, there is something called contributory negligence. A lawyer will say there is a contributory negligence because when it happens to anything that happens between a marital couple, it is not one who caused it. Because force is a push or pull. So if one is not pushing, the other is pulled. If one pushed, the other one pulled. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So a force, if you push and there's no pulling effect, that's not a force.
Mm-hmm.
And that cannot be subjected to become an issue. That cannot constitute to become an issue. But you see, when I try to not to have an opinion when it comes to that, because if you look into it and you maybe break the thing down, just as I said, maybe if it's those of us who are in the legal profession, you see, one of our thinking is this: accident don't just happen. Somebody contributed somewhere. Somebody negligent somewhere. So somebody probably might have been negligent about something somewhere. And just as I said, men don't know how to express their emotions.
Exactly.
They internalize, and the expression comes in different forms. But it will not come vocally as you women, you do it. But woman of God, I think I've talked too much.
No, you are talking so good, and I love the aspect of you saying it, because when it comes to the body of Christ or the Christendom, there are so many things that we over spiritualized. And then sometimes some people even think having sex with their spouse or husbands is a sin. And there are certain things that I asked that question because I was looking for that word that you just said, the alternative route. But most people will say, no, I won't do it, and that's it. No. But there are other alternatives that you can do to help the man, so that the man can, let me be plain, release himself, and then there will be peace at home. Now, one of the things one of my daughters was sharing with me, that the husband brought her some sexual style that to be done. And it was something that was wild. And he said, no. And I said, no, you don't just say no. As I just said to her, you don't just say no. What do you do? Now, if that thing is against God's will, you still have to articulate it and express yourself to him. But if it takes something that is against medical, you also have to say it. And if it is because you yourself feel that, on your own opinion, feel is something you cannot do, you have to let the man know why you cannot do what you, and then get an alternative. So if this style is too much for you to do, you can also suggest something else to do.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
Can I be honest with you?
Go ahead.
When it comes to sexual issues, what people, especially Christian marital couple, define to be not spiritual, might not necessarily be that God has spoken to them about it.
Okay.
Either a perception, or they've heard somebody say.
Okay.
You understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Now, woman of God, let me use this analogy. I always say that when I sat down to study the Bible myself when I was growing up, I realized that the kind of Sunday school teachers we had,
they didn't help us at all, yeah?
They didn't help us, Paul. They crucified us. Because you see, sometimes you read the Bible with that, because that was your developmental stage. So everything was a photographic memory. As even now, you read the Bible and you still have the picture of the story that you were told when you were little, Sunday school, when you were little. You see, some of the Christian women, some of the things is just because maybe they met somebody they saw spiritual. Let's say somebody like you. And you are working with your ladies, and you made a comment. I tell you, somebody will take it with like it's a gospel written from the Bible today.
Probably may not be, if your ignorance from my side.
Even Paul in the Bible, the Paul's writing were true. The ones which were inspired by the Spirit, and the one that he was admonishing. You understand where I'm coming from? So if you look at Paul's, because it's in the Bible, does not mean that that particular point in time when Paul was expressing his emotion, Paul was expressing his, he's trying to let the people know what he has experienced. He was trying to import that thing. Does not necessarily mean that time God was speaking at that time. It was part of the experience he had with God, and he was trying to, you understand, push it, impart it to the people. Because this is what I've experienced. Now, you see, Christian, unfortunately for us, this time, day and age, we Christians become so lazy.
Definitely. Well said.
Number two, how come the Bible said the sons of the world are wiser than the sons of the church? Somebody will marry 3, 4, 5, 6 women. and the man has peace of mind, they are okay. Okay? Now, we Christians, we are born again. We have the pepper anointing. When we are praying, we always hear, we have the pepper anointing. We are born again. We are fire branded.
My God.
But yet our marriages are breaking. Does that make sense? So you see where the spirituality, when you said we have over spiritualized so many things, rather than, you see, Bible says, study to show yourself approved. We've over spiritualized so many things. Now, you see, when I said the alternative means, people will spiritualize and make the man even, you see that your daughter that brought the topic. My husband introduced this. Okay. How did you turn him down? Okay. How did you turn him down? How did he get to know it? How maybe something he's been fantasizing for a while.
Exactly.
He has brought to your attention and you turn him down. No problem. Now, the moment you turn him down, two things plays on the back of the mind. What is she thinking of me? Have I fallen? Or those kind of demeaning self. Sometimes the way we turn something down, or should I say, result in whether the person builds a self-esteem, maintains his self-esteem, or loses it.
Very true.
Okay. Now the next moment, before we realize, somebody somewhere, the same thing you turn down, the person down, somebody somewhere offers free of charge. Are you telling me? You think everybody has got the power to overcome temptation? No. Everybody has got a threshold.
No.
You understand? Everybody has got a threshold. So you see, I think that is the problem with our Christians today. Sometimes, in as much as you might not feel comfortable with it, but know how you go about it. You understand it?
Yeah.
Maybe it is just, whilst it is not, should I say, it is not heretical, let's say, excuse my French, going backwards. The untraditional one, going backwards.
Okay, I got it.
Which way that one, if that's what he proposed was around that figure, but I mean that one, if it's a no, it's a no. You understand it?
Yeah.
But if it is just a position that still maintains the traditional and the main man-woman coupling thing, you understand? And maybe it's just positioning and stuff like that. Okay, maybe when it came, you suggested it didn't work. Maybe next time you just try it with him. Then once you try it with him, let him know that when the last time we tried, I was not comfortable with it. But don't say it out of more like resentment, but say it out of concern. The last time, in as much as I want to do it, but the last time I was not so comfortable. Maybe probably it was painful. It was not comfortable. You understand? When I had heartburn, Okay. If a man loves the wife and the wife expresses a concern like this, they don't want to push the button.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we get the picture clear?
Oh, yes.
So I think that. Let me land it like that.
Your London is good, but you still can't flow.
They said, "Hey, who is this one? Is he really anointed?"
Yeah, you see, sometimes that is why over spiritualizing things, and then we leave behind the shadows and suffer. Because we just don't allow ourselves. There is things we need to explore. Not in exploring against, I always say, against the will of God or against our health. If these are the two things that you are going to explore and you know that thing is going to hurt you medically and is not also against what God has said, then you should give it a try in a way. But sometimes we become spiritualized, over spiritualized, I'll put it, and then look at everything as a demonic, see everything as a sin. And because we open a door for other things to infiltrate our marriages, because we are primitive. We become so primitive, and then we don't want to change certain things about us. Some people, it is only the missionary they know. So they don't know anything else apart from missionary. So you bring in something else, it become, oh, wow, this man is getting out of hand. Probably he is. Probably he is, but bringing it home so that you can correct other things, as you said, must be looked into, not to just shun him away. So first of all, where did he, maybe probably he watched something, probably he discussed with a friend, probably he might have also entered into the scene and then he felt it was good, let me bring it home. And then, so you don't just say no.
Can I add something that I remember that makes me laugh?
Go ahead.
You know, when people are fasting.
Go there.
Women though, we are fasting. And I laugh. Okay. Woman of God. If you are married and your husband is a preacher, the two times that you can give yourself to your husband, that he will respect and appreciate you, is either before preaching or immediately after preaching.
It is well said and is very well understood because I grab it. Now, the after is also very important in the sense that the man becomes empty, whether a man or a woman, you become empty and very vulnerable at that time. So if you don't get your spouse coming in at that time, you are it's like you are very weak. So anything that shows up at that time.
Let me give them the analogy of why I said that. The second one.
I love both of them. It's good.
The second one, after the preaching. Okay. You see, if you ask any man of God, unless they don't want to tell you, when you fly on a very high frequency in the spiritual realm, and you come to your human senses or naturality, this is how you feel you are so in your humanity, is your sexual desires born up. You are high on you are so horny, you just want your sexual drive is high.
Definitely, it is.
Okay. Now, if it happens to a man like that, coupled with what we discussed and that particular point, these are two things together. When the man needs sex and when the man is too vulnerable and very in his element that he needs it. Okay, as a man of God, he can't just go anywhere else. So that becomes another ball game altogether. So he must be available. Number one, the first part is this. The first part is debatable, but it depends on every individual.
Okay.
I am going to preach. If most men of God, just before, a day before, or the day on your preaching appointment, you are so much under stress, no matter how what you pray. No matter how you pray. So maybe when you realize the person is overstressed, then maybe you just bless him with that. You see that he is a little bit calmer, relaxed.
Definitely.
He will thank you. And when he comes back and you see that God has used him, use that one to also bless him. Oh, these two things. If you ask of his wallet, he will tell you even the PIN number of his card. I give you a secret for free.
Okay, I've written it down.
A secret for free.
I've written it down.
You wrote it down.
Why not?
Pay me.
Why not? So I appreciate all the points that you are bringing because this is some of the things that we ought to know as believers and what we ought to do. It is very essential. Now, but the only time that God says that when you cannot is when you consent to it. So therefore, if your husband, let's say the night before he's going to preach, and then you had something, there is nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with it. Or probably, just as you said, the person is even struggling with his message, and then you have that point of consoling him and getting there, and then it falls into place. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, the only bit is when it becomes a ritual thing. When it becomes a ritual thing, then you know that something is wrong. But at a point, as I said, men do not have sex because it's appropriate. They use it to release stress. So if the person is stressed, which I've already explained that, and you give that to him and it brings that sense of peace, which I also said that at that moment, it can give the person that sense of peace, sense of calmness, fulfillment. Sometimes it can be a while, it can be a few minutes, but it is needed to them. You know, so when he gets that, sometimes an inspiration will even come for him to get the message he needs to preach. But one thing that we just have to be careful is that we don't make it a ritual. We don't make it something that, oh, anytime I have to go and preach, I need to sleep with my wife. Then the enemy will start creating certain things. But there is nothing absolutely wrong with you having intercourse with your husband before he goes to preach. No, there is nothing wrong with it. If you aspire, there's nothing. And the days that God has said is that the days that you are fasting, even that, he says that with mutual consent. When one says, I cannot, then please, you got to do what? Go and do it and continue. You have not sinned, though. You have not sinned. Even as the person is fasting, and then one person says that, okay, I want to do, and then you do it. It doesn't mean you have sinned before God. No, it is a blessed thing that you have done. You are still in line. You can still continue your fasting from another day or whenever, if you so wish to do it. So it is not something that sometimes we must be careful how we over spiritual things and then allow the enemy to have room or say in our marriages. I won't do, I am doing this. Yes, no. We have to be subjected to the things of God, and then spiritual wisdom is also applied. Now, we are flesh and blood, but we do not say we should flow in the flesh and everything, but every aspect of our lives has something that we need to fulfill, or the satisfaction that needs to be attained. So don't just work high spiritually and neglect the physical, because sexual is physical and is spiritual as well, and both must be satisfied. So it's not just one aspect of it. So for us, you are married. Some people, you even see your husband as a demon because he loves sex. As I said, some people's libido is very high. There is nothing wrong with that. Know the capacity in which you have. And then if you have to also raise your capacity to match up. If you cannot build it to his level, at least meet him halfway, but don't stay down there where he keeps struggling, reaching out to you, and he says no and no and no. You are opening a door. And for that matter, that is the reason why we are here sharing all these things for all of us to hear and then learn from it. And then also don't be just one-way person. Don't be one-way person. Please learn other aspects as well. Learn other places and then other styles as well. As far as you are comfortable with what you are doing, and then you are not, let's say that you are not hurting yourself. If you are hurting, you should say it. And then find a solution to it. Okay, this one, probably my brain was coming out of my ears because of maybe the way you turn me upside down. You should be honest in that sense, and then share what you feel, share the things that you feel that, where did the man of God go? Share the things that you feel and the things that you need to be worked on. So please do well, and then let us open up and share. Please, it is not a time to shy away. If you are married, make it a scene, make it a time to speak about your sexual needs, your sexual updates, the things you need to update, the new things that you want to bring in, the things that you think that is not helping. You should sit down and talk about all these things. Let us stop being shy and then allowing the enemy to have a field day in our marriages and then our homes are playing up. But there are things that we need to also put in perspective as well. So please, this is the thing for us to understand why sex is a need for a man. There are so many things that have been shared tonight. And for that matter, I believe that you have learned more. And someone might want to call as well. Okay, man of God, we really appreciate you. We will have you next week. I'm going to bring him on board next week physically if the man of God is free. Then we will have him and then he will share more insight with us. And I believe and I pray that he will be free. And so therefore, man of God, I'll call you right after and then we'll see what we can do. Because these are some of the things that some people should be bold to say it, but we don't. And sometimes we go to counseling and they tell us certain things that you go in the marriage and it's something different because they were not bold enough to have explained the things that you will come and encounter in your marriage, and then what you have to learn about the alternative. That is the very reason why I asked that question. There are so many alternative ways to help your spouse, your husband, if they are in need for sex and you cannot do it or you don't want or cannot give it at that point, then there is something else you can do to bring that fulfillment for him, so that peace will be at home. And then also to help him, because I learned of so many things that when they don't release, there are certain things that happens to them, and you don't want to subject your husband to that pain and all that. So please let us learn to ease off the pain for them and understand them, that the God has given them that drive, and they will always have that drive in them. And for that matter, it makes them feel like they are men and they are still strong. So they will always try it, and they will always go for it. So please, it is for you and the two of you sitting down and making it work for any family that is here. So I believe today we have come to a very end of it, and I wanted the man of God to stay on for the ending, but he's gone, but we are bringing him next week by the grace of God. So this is where we have come and we have landed. And so if we have landed well, let us know. If you want anything else to be clarified, we will do that next week. If there is any topic that you want us to treat and is within the context of things that we have to talk on, we will do that. If it's something you want to ask privately, you can still call that number on the screen and they will talk to you. Some of you don't shy away. There are solutions all around. God have endowed people to help you go through whatever you are shy of, or the things that you also see as a problem. Don't be hiding there in pain, but God has made a room for all of us. So please do well and then communicate, speak out, and then find solution. But speak out in the right place where you will find the right solution that you need. So thank you so much, Reverend Edmond. I appreciate you, anointed Edmond. We thank God for your life. He's so much endowed in all aspects, and he's a lawyer by profession, and we thank God. So you hear him quoting in law. Yeah, that is a lawyer we're talking about, and we appreciate God for his life, and I thank God for your contribution. You have really, really also taught me certain things which I have highlighted. And then also, I believe all the listeners out there, you have enjoyed Reverend Edmond, and then also we have learned something new and something beautiful. Mama Patient Update, oh, God bless you. I can see you. Mama Padurant, God bless you. Mama Anita Opoku, God bless you. Who else is there? We appreciate every one of you. Mama Ernestina, you have been there since beginning. God bless you. I appreciate God for your life, and God bless you. Please let us stop being shy and work on ourselves and our sexual fantasies and our marriages, so that we can hold it in a beautiful. Tomorrow we are having a program. Let me bring you in. Tomorrow we are having a marriage conference on Zoom. Please don't miss this one. Don't miss it. They said Mandate for Marriage 2025. So this program is yearly program, and this time we're doing it on Zoom. Next year it will be physical. And so please let us be there. There are different topics that we are going to talk on, and it's something that is a must know, must hear. And then it is going to be a time of interaction as well, where you have questions that it will be also addressed. And then you will have the need to talk to any of the counselors that are on privately after. So please don't shy away from it. Don't be too busy. It's 4 p.m. 4 p.m. tomorrow evening. 4 p.m. tomorrow. If you are in Ghana, it is going to be 3 p.m. If you are in Germany, it's going to be 3 p.m. as well. If you are in other countries, please convert the time and let us make it the Zoom. So I shared the flyer. It's on my Facebook page, and it will be shared as well. So please, we'll send you the link by tomorrow afternoon, morning. You will have the link, and then 4 p.m. we'll all gather and have this amazing time together, sharing and then also bringing light to our marriage. Love is beautiful, but we need to put in the work that we need to put in. And also, when you are in the right place, is the most enjoyable one that you can ever ask for. And so please, whilst you are in the right place, do the right things that you have to do, so that we don't lose the flavor and the spices that needs to spice our marriages. God bless you, and I love you with the love of the living God, but know that the Almighty God loves you better. And so therefore, let our homes be kept marriage port, bed of roses, marriage port, love in the air. So please prepare yourself. God bless you. Mama Victoria Pia, I say thanks so much, Mommy Rev. We bless God. It says, it is next Friday deliverance service. Yes. Oh, okay. Mama Tracy have told me next Friday, we will not be here next Friday. Thank you so much, Mama Tracy, for reminding me. Next Friday we will not be here, but the following one. So next Friday we'll be having a service. We have a Friday night service, which is called the Night of Favor. It's a deliverance, prophetic time, healing. And so somebody prepare yourself to be there as well. That one is a physical one. It's a physical one. So next Friday will not be here. Thank you, Mama Tracy. I just forgot myself. So we'll be back the following week. Which date would that be? Somebody help me with the date the following week. So we have it 3 times in a month. And then what the last Friday is for our Night of Favor service. Thank you so much, Mama Tracy. That is why I need you. You see. So let me just quickly get the dates for us, and then we are done. And God bless you all for your time. So next week Friday is the 31st. We are not here, so we will be back on. We will be back on the 7th. On the 7th is going to be an amazing one where the man of God, I believe, will be here, and we'll have guests, and we'll get one of the catchy topic, and then we'll go into it, and then hear me. We'll untangle things, and then everything will be smooth for us. So enjoy your relationship, enjoy your marriage. Where you need to put in the work, don't hesitate to do so. God bless you. I love you with the love of the living God. Mama Enesina say, well done, Mommy and Papa Edmond. God bless you. God bless you too. It is bye-bye for now. Enjoy what God has given to you by keeping it and working at it. God bless you. It is bye-bye for now. See you again on the 7th of November. God willing, we will be here. God bless you. It is bye-bye, everyone. Bye. Before then, let me just release this song for you and then enjoy it whilst we exit. This is our closing song, the same as our intro. Okay.
Hey, I'ma always be here for you. I got you. Look here. Look in my eyes. Can't you see that I'm focused? Stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? I'll change for you. Talk to me what you wanna do. I'll give it all to you ×2. You got my back, I got yours too. This throwback love feel like the 80s. We can dance on the moon and make a baby. I'll die for you, but don't call me crazy. In love with you, with you. Stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? Hey, hold up, I need you to calm down, relax. I got you. I'ma always be there for you. Stay focused. You got me thinking, you got me dreaming, you got me thinking about the way you move, the things you do. You've got me fiending. Yeah. Will you always stay true?
Will you always stay true?
There's no me without you.
There's no me without you.
Will you be my everything?
Would you be my everything?
You'd be down for me.
You'd be down for me.
Will you bet it all on me? Can you show me that you're focused? Never leave my heart broken. Will you risk it all for me? Can you show me that you're focused? Never leave my heart broken. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? It's 9:36 in Los Angeles. I'm just vibing out in the studio, just letting my feelings out. Got a flight back to Memphis in the morning. Probably talk to my mother. Get on my brother's nerves. Maybe even write another song about you. me up when you get this message.